All right, here's the deal. There's a literal hole in your engine that's leaking that water out. It's not coming from a head gasket. It's not coming from a hose. It's literally coming from a hole. You can't, I mean, the only way to see is by taking that exhaust off. I was trying to figure out how I could show you. Let me try to see if I can get a picture or something. See if I can get my camera up there. Actually, wait a second. Oh, dude. Totally forgot I brought this. Look at that. That's a little camera, yeah. Pretty neat. So I've actually never used this one before. Cool. All right. Right there, and it looks like someone actually tried to put like some putty stuff on it or something. Wow. Maybe some like JB Weld. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. That's what I get for having long hair. Okay, whatever. All right, let's see. Let me turn this off real quick. Maybe one of my favorite tools now. You can even do that with that. Ah, that's just crazy. That's cool. Okay. Yes, I recorded it. Oh, it's right there. See it?
Yeah.
That little black teal?
Yeah. This?
No,
or
right
that?
there.
Yeah.
Right there.
That?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like hard, like some little, like some JB Weld or something.
Like somebody probably tried to fix it. When I bought it, she said like it was an oil leak, but she thought her dad fixed it.
Oh yeah.
So I would need a whole new engine?
Yeah, you'll need it. So I've only actually seen that happen like a couple times, and the only times I've ever seen it happen is when water got introduced into the system and water was in the engine and it like through the valley of it, and then it cracked wherever it was at. Because ice, once water turns to ice, it expands, and it can expand metal. It can crack it and break it. And that's really the only time I've ever seen it. I've never really seen, I've heard of like overheating it and then stuff like that, but I've never really seen that. But yeah, so that's pretty wild. You're the first one this year that I've come across, you know, with that problem. I would almost rather have a blown head gasket than a little hole. Yeah.
Oh my god, shit. It's not that, but it is. Yeah.
Like, we were both happy that it wasn't a head gasket. It's not a head gasket.
Party's over.
I wouldn't have been able to show you that for sure without taking that exhaust off if I didn't have that camera. Yeah, so I just don't, I mean, maybe in retrospect, if they like went under there and seen it leaking from like above from where I was, but I was checking it from where the cylinder head was, and it was way below that. All that was dry. But back there, it was.
They barely, like when they told me like, oh, you got a blown head gasket, I want to say I did just enough to like, I turned it on, he was like, I don't see it. So I backed my car up, he was like, oh, you got a blown head gasket. Like, that's how it went. He just like looked and was like, yeah, And then he
well, I see why you called me then,
get
yeah.
on the ground, and then he was like, oh, head gasket. So my mom was like, find somebody, because I don't think it's a head gasket. It's something wrong, but it's not that.
Yeah. Yeah, and which that's a little bit more unpredictable thing, freaking hole in the engine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I took it to Midas and they said it was a radiator leak.
Yeah.
I swear.
That's funny.
They said it was a radiator leak.
Freaking guy.
The third mechanic said like blown head gasket.
Yeah, so you got all sorts of different answers.
Yeah, and then I tried to call somebody else before I found your Facebook. He was like, well, you got to fix your radiator for me to tell you what's wrong.
That's stupid. So, well, here's the deal. I don't like to, so for your reasoning right then, like right there, like someone leaving and you're like still wondering, like, is that even the reason? That's why I like to show, that's why I kind of have to show, you know what I mean? And like, I can't, because like, I don't want anybody thinking or feeling like, well, maybe it's not that, or something, you know what I mean? So
he looked for like maybe 2 minutes. Probably the whole process of him when he pulled up, it probably wasn't even 2 minutes. So.
Yeah, see. And did you have to pay for that?
No, because he said, because I had the money, so I was like, what do I need to do? Like, let's try to fix this. And he was like, well, you probably can't afford it, and it's this much, and it's that much. And I'm like, I didn't ask you, like.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people just don't like to do that.
He just kind of felt like I wouldn't. If he told me it was a blown head gasket, I would be like, you know, fuck it. Like,
oh yeah.
Just get something else.
Yeah. No, yeah. Luckily, it's well, not luckily, but
everybody
no,
else I know who went to him, they all say like he say something is wrong. That's not wrong. When he fixed something, that's not what he's supposed to do.
Well, see, here's the deal with me in that scenario. If I make a video on something and that's not the case of it, like there ain't no hiding from that. You know what I mean? So you have to, you can't afford to be wrong. Yeah.
I probably like one video. I was like, I need to call him.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so because I like to, not just the people that watch my videos, but the customers that I deal with. I thought that was like.
Well, I seen the videos. I'm like, it seemed like he know what he's talking about. I might need to find him. So I was like, typing your name on Facebook, Facebook. I'm like, yeah, I gotta find you.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, like I said, I'll have no problem helping you out, and I take like payments on stuff. So I mean, I could do an engine swap, and we could work out some payments.
Yeah, let me know the price on the engine and like whatever it is to fix it, and then like we can.
I 100% understand. I had a nephew that I gave a car to once, and I was like, you can't have it until you graduate, and he every night for like 3 months would go out there and just sit in that thing.
Like, I love this car.
Yeah, so yeah, so well, here's the deal. We'll get you fixed up,
okay,
man.
Cool, because somebody was like, I mean, I can come look at it, but I'll buy it for $300, and I was like, man.
Well, I would give you more than 300 for it, for sure. But I wouldn't want to just buy it from you. I'd like to just fix it.
I really want it fixed because I want my car. I want to be able to have AC in the summertime.
Well, they're worth you know, a pretty penny. So even still. I really
want the car because I was planning when I thought it was the radiator leak. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save money.
Yeah.
I wasn't working because I was a full-time student. So Monday through Friday, I'm at school every day to like 4 or 5 o'clock. So I didn't really have like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get my radiator fixed, and I'm gonna go find somebody who can fix my
the sunroof.
Because that doesn't even work. So I'm like, if the air wasn't working and that worked, I would be okay.
The tracks on those are terrible. Yeah.
That's what my friend said. She said it's off track.
Yeah, the tracks on those, they suck. They're all they're plastic, and it's pretty intense power behind that motor. So if there's any bind, it'll just break it before it stops. You know.
Because he was telling me like, oh, it's gonna be about $2,000 to find the head gasket part.
Oh shit.
And then 500 to 800 for somebody to fix it. So I don't know if he was like kind of like bullshitting me or like what, but
that's nuts.
He literally talked like it was like 2 minutes. He was like, yep, got a blown head gasket.
God, I need to man, I charged too cheap then. If I'm freaking $2,000, I've been doing head gaskets for like $650, $700.
He said that it would be that much, but he was like, but I can't do it. I could find you somebody who could do it. And he was like joking with me. He was like, I might could find you a crackhead. I might could find you like. I'm not laughing right now.
That's not
like,
that's not cool.
So I sent it to you.
Okay.
And then just let me know.
Well, yeah,
engine, whatever. So.
I will for sure. Yeah, I will for sure. I'm sorry for your. Sorry for that. I wish it wasn't that.
Like,
alrighty.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, ma'am, for sure. You're welcome. Okay, so here's the deal. For the people that didn't already know, all right, don't put water inside your radiator or your reservoir when it's cold outside, okay? Because, and especially don't, you know, start the engine and let it travel through. Your best case scenario is that it would freeze a hose, crack the hose or something. That's the worst case scenario. I've only seen that twice in my entire life. The first time was a little bit more extreme. It was like a straight stream that like squirted out, and it was a little bit more obvious, but that one had to do a little bit of digging for. Actually, I couldn't find it, guys, and I had to freaking take my finger up there and just feel around. And then I felt that, and it straight up felt like a weld, like some metal, like a metal glob, and then immediately my mind just hit me, and I was like, dude, that'd be crazy. Because like, here's the deal, that's a weird spot for coolant to travel through, or water to be coming out of. Well, if anybody's got a 3.5 that they would like to donate to this girl, let me know, and I'll come get it. Be fun to take a travel somewhere anyway.